Hey y'all, welcome back to Sipping Tea with Empress. First, I want to say thank y'all for tuning into season 2. I had so much fun with my new guests that I have brought on, and I'm so excited to bring on Shatora
Hi.
for season 2 bonus episode. How are you? Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So, what have you done today?
Well, I was supposed to go to church today, but I was so tired with the baby, so I didn't go to church. I got me a little bit more rest, and then went out with the family. Went to Golden Corral. We ate. Yeah.
Yeah, going Corral always hits.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Always. So, I do want to ask you this because I know we talked about your story before.
hmm
And disclaimer for the audience, it does get heavy.
hmm
But how would you say your childhood has affected you being a mother?
Well, um, how it affected me as a mother, just not treating my kids the way that I've been treated. Um, it opened my eyes into, like, actually loving my babies, you know what I'm saying, giving them
Mhm.
the love and the care that I never got, you know what I'm saying. So um yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, just loving on my babies, loving my kids more than I was loved,
Yeah.
and just being there for them. And you know my daughter is like my best friend. She's like my best friend. That girl can come and talk to me about anything. So the relationship that I have with my kids is awesome.
I love that.
Yes.
I do because growing up in like a situation that's not ideal and having children and giving them what you always wanted. I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Now you were adopted when you were younger, about 6 or 7.
Yes.
Sorry, excuse me. And so, what age did you go into
Into foster care, I'm
foster care?
not sure exactly. I was young. Me and my siblings was adopted.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so we all were together. Just two of us were together, and my other two brothers, they stayed at different places and stuff. But I had my little brother and my little sister with me, so we all grew up together. So um, yeah, we all got adopted at the same time. So I was about 7, my sister was 6, and my brother was about 5.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot for a young child.
yeah, yeah. Um, it's a lot of things that we've been through throughout our childhood. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, uh, it's a story to tell. I'm gonna tell you that. But I overcame all of that. You know what I'm saying? And just because your life didn't, you know what I'm saying, go the way that you wanted to or whatever, God has other plans. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just cause things ain't go the way that you wanted planned, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Cause, like, I'm saying, like I said, God got bigger plans for us. So, and that's what I do on a daily basis. I just, what I'm saying, I do what I do, but at the end of the day, I said, he has the last say so,
You're right. Yeah.
so,
It's
you
like
know, that's what,
I'm.
that's what keeps me, what I'm saying, keeps me sane, him, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Keeping that faith. So, but yeah.
And to piggyback off of what you said, because at the end of the day, what our flesh can touch, we do it,
hmm
and then it's just like, all right, you can you can go
That,
ahead and
yep, it's in your hand,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And because when we were talking and you were telling me your story, and I was just like, this story has to be told. It's, like you said, you want to tell your story. You want
Mhm.
other people who have been through something similar or who have been through the same exact thing as
Mhm.
you to know that what you are in the dark is not forever.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
forever. You are going to get out of it. Um, and really and truly, when you're in it, it feels like forever.
It does. It does. And we
Especially when you're
get
very
impatient,
young.
very impatient.
Yeah, especially when
Mhm.
you're very, very young. Like you and your siblings, like those are the years that your parents, like they solidify in your life, like for real.
Mhm.
And so to have like someone come in and they're not really ideal or awful, like that puts a lot in on your mental, on your physical, on your
Exactly.
emotional. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of, depression, and I've thought about, hurting myself and things like that. But I'm just like, you know what? It's a reason why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
they actually do love and care for me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what, Tora? Look, you tripping now. You know what I'm saying? You tripping, girl. But I mean, like just having faith, just the faith, you know what I'm saying, and just
Hmm.
knowing that you have people out here that actually love and care for you, and you know what I'm saying, that understands you. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
And I be wanting to tell people, it's okay to go to therapy. It's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you going through people. We all we go through trauma. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And for us to talk about it, that right there, I feel like that's a healing. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Mhm.
speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? Try to wing yourself on not, you know what I'm saying? Like think about it anymore. Just move on from it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just moving on and just, let life just be life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree
Mm-hmm.
because when I was younger, I deal with depression, anxiety, PTSD. I was suicidal. I was suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
When I was about 7 to 14, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And therapy really solidified that, okay, it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to speak your truth and someone will listen to you. And
Right.
I always like tell my friends and I tell my support group and or anyone who can listen. I'm like, don't stop telling your story. Tell your story until someone listens.
Right.
Someone will hear you.
Right.
And to go back on to what you said about people loving you and supporting you, like the only reason why I'm still here today is because of my family. My mom, my brother, my aunts, my cousins, my
Right.
grandmother, my grandfather, like those people, I could not imagine hurting them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, so you're either gonna get it together, go to therapy, or
Oh,
you have to find
right.
something to do.
It, that same miserable, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
You got older people out here now that still act like they about, you know,
Mm-hmm.
17, and I don't want to be like that, Misery, you know what I'm saying? They say what misery loves company,
Yes.
and I ain't,
Yeah,
mm,
I'm not for that. No.
no.
No. I think when when growing up, I think it really does stunt your growth a lot
Mm-hmm.
because like a lot of the milestones that you're supposed to be having, you've already had to grow up before you hit that milestone. So then when you get to these ages of 25 or 26 or 21, you're still in that 15-year-old mindset, and it's like, okay,
Yep.
you're
Yep.
gonna
And
have to go
yeah,
over the heap a little bit.
right. Then on top of that, it's even more harder when you're out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, learn on your own. You don't have no
Yeah,
teach you things. You get what I'm saying? So it's
yeah.
like I don't know which way to go. You know?
I call it playing adult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's something, I tell you.
It's hard. It's hard out here. It really is. But it's just that, just putting just getting setting your mind to where, like, look, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna
Hmm.
be fine. Just having that mindset and just knowing that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put your self confidence and self love into yourself. You have to.
Cause at the end of the day, like I say, my kids, like they feel what I feel. And I don't want my children to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I always
Hmm.
want to upbeat, happy. That's me anyway. I
Yeah,
always smiling and things like that. So, let my kids see that side of me. They love it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never seen me on no rah rah you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
cause I feel like that affects the kids too. You know?
Like there's a lot of people dealing with mental health, and there's a lot of people who haven't dealt with it. So when they have like partners or children or just everyday life, like it's just like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when are you going to take the time to focus on yourself? And it's mainly the people that are pulling, like they give and they give and they give and they give and
Mm-hmm.
they give. But when are you going to give to yourself?
Exactly.
When are you going to take the time to be like, I come first?
First.
You know?
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. It's just like, that's why I'm always like pushing mental health awareness because as much as, and my mom and I were just talking about this yesterday, as much as people say mental health matters, mental health, mental health, mental health, there's so many people that are like, it still doesn't matter.
Right.
Or my story is more tragic than yours. It's like a competition. I'm like, it's
But
not a
that's
competition.
and see that's the thing because everybody goes through different things, different situations. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to me personally, I love talking to people that got things, you know what I'm saying, that has, some, things that's going on or whatever. So that way that I can probably, you know what I'm saying, give them some type of advice. Or
Right.
maybe they've been through the same things or similar things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And we can, come down to, us talking or, giving each other advices or anything, stuff like that.
Hmm.
And so,
And it really helps. It really does help.
it does. Because I've thought about, probably going like to little groups and things, just talking to people, just being like a what you call it, just a speaker.
Like a guest speaker, yeah.
Yeah. I always thought about doing that in things like just for the younger crowd though, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, and just to let them know, like, look, it's okay. Don't give up, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel, okay?
Always.
Believe that. Just because
Oh,
you're going through some stuff right now, some rocky roads, does not mean it's always going to be rocky.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Come on now, let
I do now.
your girl don't get look.
Do.
And I ain't go to church today neither. God to me, He's speaking to, but
Yes. Yeah.
yes,
I always tell people like, they're like, Anaya, how did you do it? You know, and I'm like, I'll never say I got over depression because
mm-hmm,
there's no such thing. Depression, like, it changes your brain functions. It rewires your brain, and I'm like,
mm-hmm.
I will never say I got over depression, but what I will say is I learned how to control my
How to?
reactions to my triggers.
Cause me, this is what I do when I get into, getting too much into my head or end up feeling kind of down or anything like that.
Hmm.
I write. I'm a singer.
Yes.
I sing. Yeah. I make my own music, my own songs. So I get the pen and paper and just start writing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's what I do and I listen to my music. I love music and I love singing. That's always been my dream to be a singer.
Hey, you look. You should do it.
I
Cause
still
I'll be front row. Like,
look. I always thought about going to American Idol, all types of things, but I'm just not. I'm too old now. It's an age difference. Yes,
Who?
it's age. It's an age limit now. It took for you to
What?
sign up for American. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no.
Maybe I need to go to what's that? America's Got Talent or something like that.
Yep.
I try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Yes, you should try. I believe that you'll make it.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard you sing it, and I know you're gonna make
Oh, girl. Oh, Lord, girl, you gonna be like, what, honey? Why are you on TV?
like, why are you still sitting on this couch? Like, come on.
But see, I ain't really have nobody to help me. I done been to the studio before and everything like that. And I've been like, trying to push myself. But I'm like, shoot, everybody around me was just BSing. You know what I'm saying? I was looking
Mm,
for a manager and all that stuff, but it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, God had other plans. So, you know.
right.
But I mean, shoot, like you said, I still can do it.
Yeah. You know,
I
there's so many like 50 to 70-year-olds that are just now pushing themselves out there to get their dreams.
Yep, yep.
You go ahead and do that.
Right, while I'm yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
get out there and do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will. I may post up a little video or something on TikTok or something. Or,
Okay.
yeah,
Repost.
that's right. The support. That's what I'm talking about.
Can we talk about that though?
Yeah.
Support, because I talk about this all the time until I'm blue in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But like writing songs, that's funny that you say that because when I was younger and really into the depression,
Mm-hmm.
I used to write my own music,
Okay.
but that didn't go anywhere. So
Yeah.
it just kept going in circles. Like my songs never stopped ending, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got to know when. Look, you got to have the verse, the hook, the
The
chorus.
chorus and the second person that's done is done.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, this is how I usually do it. I'll find like a nice little beat
Hmm.
when I write my stuff down first, but then I'll listen to a beat and then I'll start singing it. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay. Yeah.
listen to how long the beat is. If it's like 3 minutes, then that's how long the song gonna be. You know.
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah.
that's a good like rubric to have to time
Hmm.
yourself because yeah, mine was like 10 minutes. Anyway,
Girl, not 10 minutes. Look, that's back in the day when them songs used to be 10 minutes long. And
it just kept on going.
girl, she
The
done brought
count.
it back. Oh Lord.
But yeah, when I learned how to control my triggers, and I went back and I read the songs, I'm like, this is poetry, and that's how I got into poetry.
Mm.
And I was like, I did not want to be a traditional published poet
Mm.
because I mean, yes, it is more money.
Mm.
Yes, you do have the backing, so you don't have to worry about marketing and anything. The only money coming out is to pay your team. But I'm like, I want to be an indie author. I get 100% back.
Mm.
I get to control what I put out. I get to control everything.
Right.
And the support has been amazing. And I'm just trying to push my books more and more and more because it
So how
tells
long? So how long have you been writing your like? How long you been writing books? Like how long has it been since you published your book out?
my first book 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm proud of you, girl. You did it.
Thank you. And
You did.
they tell my story. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just put my story in poetry and I was like, someone will read it and someone will relate to it. And they're both 5 stars on Barnes and Noble, so I'm very proud of that.
So your books is at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, online.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really wish they would do something with like indie authors because they have a publishing company.
Uh huh.
And so I published through them and I wish they had something where who you publish through, like if you publish to them, it goes on the shelves in store. But a girl can only hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So writing is a really good outlet. I always tell my friends, I'm like, if you're like not too sure about therapy, journal,
Right. Right.
journal, please write it down.
Find something that you like to do or you love to do. You know,
Yes.
it's not even about, just go take a walk. Just go out there and, you know what I'm saying? Just something,
Hmm.
you
Like
know?
one of my friends, she paints. She's really good at art. And so when she's feeling down and out or she's just having the type of day, she'll pull out her canvases and her paint and
Mhm.
she'll just paint away. And I'm like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, depression takes away from your hobbies, but I'm like, not if you gain it back.
Exactly.
You have to fight for it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, mental health is it's a beast, but when you have, like we said, like the support and the backing from people who genuinely care about you,
Right.
you'll be just fine.
Right. Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
And knowing that you got, just being around people, like you said, like just being around people that support you and that got your best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just yeah, being around those type of people just uplifts my spirit. So
Because it keeps you sane.
it's yeah. And on top, I got friends where I want somebody to tell me when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tell me when I'm wrong.
Thank
Cause
you.
I'm gonna tell you when you look, and I'm gonna tell my homegirl, girl, if you don't take that off, you're not coming out with me with that on. Sorry,
Yeah.
take that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that don't even look right. Take that shit off. But just
Yeah.
type of friends that's like, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Like,
love that. And I take criticism to like, that makes me want to do better. You get what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
So
It's like, okay, like that one Drake line, and he said, um, he, Drake's line, and he was like, they tell me I fell off. Oh, where'd I fall off at? Like, let me know.
right, 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 right. Talk
you know,
tell
don't
me
just
what I
let me be out here falling and stuff, and don't let me know.
right.
Yeah,
See those type of people right there. That's who you need, though. It's not like they picking on you or anything like that. They just like
envious, jealous. Yeah,
yeah, got your best interest at heart. They want to see you do better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love that.
and it's really good to have those people because it's like, oh you truly care about me. Like you rock with me
Right,
for real. You
right,
know?
right, right, right. You
Yeah,
wouldn't even expect the people that you wouldn't even expect certain people to be there for you or care for you the way that they do. You'd be like, what? And you'll be surprised. It could be somebody just out there on the street. Like they say, blood is thicker than water. But look, somebody out there in the dang on street that ain't even your blood can treat you like family.
and you know what's funny to that when they say blood is thicker than water, and I'm like, but there's blood thinners though.
Thank you.
There's blood thinners though, so it may
Thank
not be as
you.
thick as we thought. Okay.
Yeah. Look, thank you.
Yeah, like I've met some people like outside of like my friend groups that were like, Anaya, girl, what you doing? I'm like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that.
Right.
How do you know I needed that? But I needed it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you don't want to be around someone who's like, yes, 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 yes. And it's just like,
Right. No, you see, nah.
I don't want an enabler. I need someone to be like, girl, get your head in the game. Let's do it. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Need that push.
you need it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're so deep in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You need someone to be like, focus,
Mm-hmm.
focus, listen to the sound of my voice. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why, like, I'm surprised of where I am to this day. You know what I'm saying? It could have been worse. That's why I'm just like, I can't complain. I can't. Ain't no complaining. For what? Ain't nobody gonna want to hear it no way. You know?
Yeah.
Things could it could be worse. I could have been out here, in a whole nother different situation, homeless, or anything of
Hmm.
that nature. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that I got a roof over my head and I can provide the things for me and my kids. No, I don't have a job. No, I don't have no high school diploma. None of that. I ain't graduated. None of that. But it's gonna come. It'll
Yeah.
come.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just that, my life just, shifted onto, different aspects,
Right. Right.
So it just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, but it is what it is. I'm just grateful, that I'm still here and I can change that.
Yes. Yes. You can rewrite your history. You can.
Mhm.
You can
Mhm.
actually no, not rewrite your history. You can write your future.
My truth. Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz I've always like, just hearing when I was a child, just hearing that oh, you're going to be just like your mother on crack and have a lot of kids and all this other stuff. It's like, well, look at me now today. You know what I'm saying? I only got 3 kids. I ain't never smoked a crack pipe a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Look at God, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
got to show these, like, what?
Yeah.
Showed you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Very wrong.
you know what I'm saying?
Very
In your
wrong.
face.
You know you're strong. You're
Like,
healthy. Your kids are loved. There's a
my mom,
roof
and
over
I'm
your
just so I'm
head.
thankful of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my mom had a real rough patch in her life. You know what I'm saying? But for her to be almost 16 years clean, you know what I'm saying? Thank you,
Yeah.
Jesus. Amen.
Yes.
She can help me with her grandkids. She's in her right mind, and she's good.
Yes.
I'm about to be a manager. Okay.
I know that's right.
My mama graduated last year at the age of 51. Okay. So I'm like, shoot, if
Yes.
you can do it, I can do it too.
Oh yeah.
But I ain't gonna wait till I'm 50 now. Wait a minute. But I'm like, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? It took her years to get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now that she's able to do for her kids and her grandkids, it's, oh my goodness, the best feeling.
And I know for her, she's like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, why didn't I get clean sooner? But
Yeah.
everything takes time. And I'm
Yep.
very glad that, she's still here to see her growth of being clean and seeing her
Hmm.
daughter have children and have time with her grandkids. And, and be able to still prosper in life, even though she did go through that patch of
Right.
life where it's like, okay, but she came out of it and look what she has.
Right.
She
Right.
still has someone to love and who loves her.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think it heals that inner childhood trauma just a little bit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, like I know like some
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna sorry to cut you off,
no, go ahead, go
but
ahead.
when I was younger, I always wanted to be with my mama. I didn't care whether what she was doing or nothing. I always wanted to be with. I was a mama's girl. I was a mama's girl. I did not play about my mama, honey. I wanted to be with my mama. I don't care. You say something about my mama, look.
That's me.
I don't care. Look, I ain't judge her. None of that. Cause I'm like, that's at the end of the day, that's still my mama.
Yeah,
She gonna get it right. Me and my brothers and sister used to sit in the middle of the night and just talk about like how we want to be with our mom and how life would have been if she would have took care of us and things like that. Like we always used to do that, but it's just now I'm just so grateful for her just to be in her right mind now. It's just like thank God,
yeah,
you know. but my inner child wished that she was there, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just so grateful now. You know, she's here now. She helps me, you know, in ways that I wouldn't expect, you know.
Mhm.
So,
But
but yeah,
I love to hear that. I love to hear a happy beginning to something that started off not so well, and now look at y'all. Like, I love it.
right.
I'm finna cry. Oh, I'm finna cry, y'all. Ooh.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, I'm finna cry.
Don't do it, y'all.
Because it's like, it just makes you feel like there's so many people out here who are dealing with this and they don't know where to turn, they don't know where to go.
Exactly.
And yeah, and I'm just so happy. And you had to come talk to the support group.
Mhm. Mhm.
We would
Mhm.
love to have you.
Yes. I'm gonna have to start staying more in touch with you, getting more into just pouring it out. I got to. It is what you know.
Yeah.
It's my calling. It
And
has to.
I love that you didn't go the route of hurting yourself because there is no one else to tell your story but you.
Right.
Yeah. But
I'm
you know
sorry. Hold
what?
on 1 second. I think my baby boy up.
Okay.
Say hi.
Oh
Say
my
hi,
god,
Anaya.
it's so cute.
Say hi.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad he came to join us because now at the end of every episode, here at 72 Empress, we have a ritual, and it's called
Oh,
Sip That Tea. And you
okay.
get to air out anything that's on your mind, anything that you want to say. This is the floor is y'all.
Okay.
Hi.
Say hello. She's not a mother, but I'm about to say Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, I made my mama a mama.
Right,
Close
right,
enough.
right. There you go. Yeah. Well, you said what? Sip that tea.
Sip that tea, yes.
Oh, do I have anything to say? Girl, I'm thinking over here. Say,
Yeah.
um, for the ones that's out here that's watching, I just want y'all to know that just because things are hard right now, don't give up. You know, don't give up. Just keep on going. At you, like I said, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Your good, I mean, the good days is gonna always outweigh the bad. You know, you just have to be focused and just keep the faith. You know, just keep on doing what you're doing. Don't stop. And I'm put it like this now. Now, don't ain't nothing gonna get handed to you. So you got to put in the work. You know, hard work pays off. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
look, you know, y'all just keep on, just stay focused and keep the faith, honey. Okay, what they say is the what was it, the mustard seed, size of the mustard seed or something? What was it? I can't think.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yes.
Take the mustard seed or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I know what you're
But
talking about, but yeah.
you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere. I mean, then you'll notice yourself growing, growing, and
Yes.
growing. You know.
Yes.
So
And with that growth, as you grow, because you're not going to grow in one day.
that
You
part, it takes time.
It takes time. I
Hmm.
mean, it takes hour by
It
hour,
definitely takes
second by
overnight.
second. Yeah.
Hmm.
So please, if you're listening, please do not expect you to be down on Monday and up by Tuesday. It don't work like that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Some people take years and some people take months. It just depends on your personal journey and growth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
But thank you for coming on. I'm so happy to have you come speak to the
Yes.
support group. Bye.
Say
He's
bye
so cute.
bye. Say
Please
bye.
have him come talk to the group too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Just keep me posted and stay in touch with me.
I will, yeah.
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 All right, y'all. That's a wrap for
See you later.
season two's bonus episode number one with Shatora Carter. Bye, y'all.